Hello, my name is Melissa Rickey. I'm the graduate admission counselor at Ursuline College, and I have with me today Connor Costanzo. She is a current counseling and art therapy student who started our counseling and art therapy program in the fall of last year, 2019. So this video is basically for the purpose of our prospective students that are looking at the counseling and art therapy program. Those of you watching this video today may not know that I first met Connor at a classroom visit to University of Akron. Connor, was this the first time that you learned about the counseling and art therapy program at Ursuline?
I was informed about it. My old advisor, Katie Temperio, told me about Ursuline and told me I should really look into it. But it was my first meeting where I actually learned more about Ursuline and kind of like about the program and like what they offer. So yeah, it was
Okay,
helpful.
great. I'm glad that you found the visit helpful.
Mhm.
And what made you ultimately decide to attend Ursuline?
Well, I definitely knew I wanted to do something with art and I knew I wanted to help people, and I just wasn't entirely sure exactly what I wanted to do. But when I started doing more research on art therapy, so many people were telling me about Ursuline. So it wasn't just like my old art advisor, it was like family friends or friends. And I was also like doing research online, and I think like Ursuline's program kept popping up as well. So yeah, a lot of people knew about it, and I'm fortunate enough that they were able to kind of tell me to look into it.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you mentioned you heard about our program through a lot of people. We do get a lot of referrals from former students and people in the Northeast Ohio area in particular that know that Ursuline's a great local college to attend. So I'm glad that you heard some good feedback about our program, or a lot of good feedback, and that ultimately helped you to make the decision to attend.
Yeah.
So in March of 2020, as you know, colleges and universities in Ohio, including Ursuline College, were forced to move classroom learning online with the spread of COVID-19 and for the safety of students, faculty, and staff.
Mm.
Tell me how your classroom learning has changed or how you've been impacted and also adapted to online learning as a graduate student, in particular in the counseling and art therapy department due to the pandemic.
Okay. So it definitely was an adjustment at first. I remember like right before everything shut down, I was actually on a service learning trip in Nepal with some students from the class. And then by the time we got back, like everything was shut down, the classes were all online. It was definitely a big adjustment, but
Absolutely.
yeah, but I mean, it was our professors they were really working hard to help us through it. So, like, I know they also had a lot to adjust to, just like trying to make everything online, but they were very compassionate and understanding with everything and very supportive, which was really helpful. Um, so yeah, I think just like how supportive they were and understanding over the situation made things a lot easier. Like I know I was
Mhm.
having like computer problems in the beginning, which was so stressful.
Mhm.
Um, but I feel like since then, the professors have gotten kind of used to it being online. So everything is more like the syllabus has been for our different classes have been changed, and everything flows a lot more easily. I feel like for me in the beginning, I was having trouble adjusting to the online courses, but now I kind of really enjoy them, and I don't really like I miss my professors and all my classmates, but yeah, having classes online has I've definitely adjusted to it, and I think I'm more introverted, so it also helps me a little bit more. I think I'm like blooming in this like staying in. But yeah, I
Absolutely.
mean, yeah, but yeah, I mean, overall, I think like the professors were willing to work with us, and we were working with them too, because like it wasn't just a curve for us, it was also a curve for them. And I think there was a lot of like compassion and understanding on both ends. So it was really nice, like us all working together.
And that's really good to hear because, as you mentioned, it was something that happened very quickly.
Mhm.
And especially coming back from Nepal, you were, in a country internationally, and there was probably changes going on there as well as you were leaving the country and even coming back to the States. How I'm sure that that must have been just a lot of change and uncertainty and everything.
Definitely.
And I'm glad that you adapted to online technology. I know that's a big hurdle for a lot of students and faculty with moving online so quickly, but I'm glad that the staff were supportive and that you weren't the only one going through it, and I think that helps make the transition a little bit easier.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. The professors are all very supportive, but then also everyone, like, I feel like everyone in the cohort and just the program in general, like, everyone's so willing to help each other out and, like, let them know, like, oh, you're not alone. Like, I'm stressed about this too. We'll get through it together. And yeah, it's nice knowing like you have support on all ends. So,
hmm And
mhm.
that's nice too with Ursuline being a smaller school that the students and faculty get to know each other very well,
Yeah.
and it helps build that sense of community and that support, especially through going through challenging times.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, great. And then you've completed your first year in the counseling and art therapy program, and you're entering year 2 of a
Yeah.
3-year program, so that's got to be exciting.
It is. Yeah.
So tell me, have you had any thoughts about what you want to do once you complete the program? I know a lot of the classes are very exploratory and self-discovering. So has there been any populations or environments that's really interested you that you think maybe I want to pursue this once I complete my degree?
Right. Yeah, actually. So I'm very open. I feel like every time I'm learning new information, like whether it's like learning about different populations and different interventions and different agencies, even, I get really excited and I'm like, oh, this is something I'm interested in. So I've been interested in kind of everything. Um, I initially, like going into the program, wanted to work with either children or individuals with some type of disability.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I remember you mentioning that. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, and I'm still definitely really, really open to that. That still really interests me. But I've also been kind of thinking about working in hospitals or like prisons. I think that
Okay.
would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see. I'll be in clinical two this upcoming semester. So
Mm-hmm.
I think just like more experience with like diverse populations will help.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I'm definitely very much so open to it. And then eventually I'd like to get my own private practice, like a
Okay.
few years after working after graduation. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, well, that's great. You've got a lot of good ambitions there.
Mhm.
And like you mentioned, year 2 of our counseling and art therapy program allows you to explore different treatment options, different agencies, a lot more. We're a unique program in that we allow students to get that hands-on focus right away before graduation, when a lot of programs traditionally start their internship towards the end. We started in the middle,
Yeah.
both practicum and the internship. So I think by getting into the practicum and really getting into an agency and finding out exactly what you want to do, or this might not be something I want to do, it's going to be a good year to do a lot of exploring.
Hmm.
So
I agree.
well, I wish you the best of luck with this program and just with continuing to adapt to online learning. And please keep in touch and let us know how it all works out.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you again for participating in our video.
Yeah, no problem.